Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier. Because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
And Happy New Year. It's great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. And the show is live, back in the studio. And see if I remember how to do this. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season and that your new year is off to a new and good start. And I'm excited. Here we are, 2015. We're 5 days in. And I see Stephen made it back. Stephen, Happy New Year.
Same to you, Doc, and to John.
John's here, and I'll explain who John is in case you're new to Let's Talk Nutrition. Stephen Armstrong is my technical producer, has been technically producing this show for a number of years, and John Gaston is in studio, and John is producing the video portion of this show. Right now, it's on WeBeam TV. Typically, the way we have it planned is you're going to be able to go to the Let's Talk Nutrition website and watch it there. And at the moment, I don't know if that's happening. I don't think so. So they're trying to fix that at the moment. But you can go right now to WeBeamTV.com and watch the show there. One of the reasons why we're doing this, first of all, we experimented with it for a couple of months and found we got a good reception to that. Audience liked that. So they wanted to not just be a listener, but a viewer of the show. And I'm good with that. One of the New Year's resolutions, we're going to talk about resolutions today, that for this show, is to be more in contact with the listener, to give the listener more access to this show other than the radio. So, for example, we are on Facebook, Twitter, the social media. We're connected to that, and you can always visit those websites to see what is happening with the show. I'm making posts on there every day, and that's one way to connect. Of course, then there's the radio, and then on your terrestrial radio, and then you can go to my website at letstalknutrition.com, and there's a listen live link there, and you can catch the radio that way if you want to. But as soon as you go there, you're going to be able to see the show as well as listen to it. As soon as you go to the page, and I understand that we're up. So if you go to Let's Talk Nutrition right now, you will see a screen right on the home page, and the show is being broadcasted as I'm talking to you, and we like that. So that's another way to connect to you. And you can always send me an email to Dr. Garko at letstalknutrition.com. And we want to make this more connected and interactive because that's what the show is about. The show is always about the listener. It's not about the host. It's not necessarily about the guests. It's certainly about the guests too, but the priority is the listener, you. That's why we're on the air. So whatever way we can make the show more accessible to you and give you greater access to this show and your ability to communicate with me, we're good with that. So we're excited to be able to do this, and the show will stream 5 days a week. And John, as I understand it, you probably need to grab that mic.
Gonna make me talk?
I'm going to make you talk for a second. Well, if you could explain to the listener what happens once the show, I go off the air, we've had the show is now recorded.
That's correct.
How would the listener be able then to listen to the show or watch the show?
2 ways. They can go back to your Let's Talk Nutrition and look at your archives or on demand, or they can go to WeBeam TV, look on your page that we have built for you, and they can look at the on demand.
What about YouTube?
Well, it is YouTube, but it's embedded on our websites. So it's on your site and it's on mine. So WeBeam will always have your archives, and Let's Talk Nutrition will always have.
So what if somebody went to YouTube and wanted to watch
that'll be on your YouTube channel. Let's Talk Nutrition.
Let's Talk Nutrition YouTube.
That's correct.
Okay. So
and we'll put those up as we go. We'll put the addresses on the bottom of the screen so people can go and find you.
Good. So if somebody went to YouTube and typed in nutrition, health, or my name,
yes,
those videos would pop up.
Yeah, their channel would show up.
The channel would show up.
Yes.
That's good.
That's what we want.
Of course. And so we're delighted to be able to do this. And again, it's our way of trying to satisfy this goal. That's what resolutions are. They're goals, really, to make this show more interactive, more connected to you, give you greater access to the show. It's my belief, I produce this show, and it's my belief as producer of the show that it only has merit if it means something to the listener. And by the way, connecting it to you makes it more entertaining. That's an entertainment component. And broadcasting it, streaming it, is also an entertainment component. I could have Einstein on this show, and if he starts talking E equals MC squared, that giant click I'll hear are people tuning it out. And I sort of see this as edutainment. That's what this show is. It's edutainment, trying to educate, but it has to be the two E words, educational and entertainment. It has to be entertaining. You have to educate and entertain at the same time, and that's sort of a fine line. So that's the goal here, and that's one of the goals for Let's Talk Nutrition. And during my vacation, I thought a lot about the show, and over the past year, and years for that matter, but more recently, this past year, and the themes that emerged over the past year. And it's clear to me, based on your response to certain shows, emails you send me, calls that we receive, calling into the show, questions that you ask, that there are certainly some themes that continue to resonate. Come May, the show will be on the air 10 years. And what I realized in thinking about this over the last couple of weeks was that, for example, the theme of stress, in one way or another, wove its way into the conversation and the discourse of this show day in and day out, in some form or fashion, more often than not. Stress became a dominant theme, and rightfully so. Of course, weight loss is yet another theme that emerged as well. And generally, people seem now to have a growing interest. It's clear to me. They're interested in the aging process. And if you listen to the show regularly, you know I have a point of view about that. And the show is trying to educate the listener on how to age more successfully across the lifespan. Now, it's easy to say, it's challenging to do. But I notice, based on emails, calls, conversations with listeners on the phone, in person, that they are truly and genuinely now more interested in knowing how to age more successfully. What can they, and that, what I've learned too, is that it's at any age. I've had people in their 70s, 80s, talking to me about what they can do to do better at aging better. And some people say, well, why would they care? They're at the end of the life. Really? Today, you could be 80 and live another 20 years and have quality of life. This is becoming more and more common. Not as common as it could be or should be, but it is becoming more common. So those are some of the themes that we're going to focus and emphasize a lot in this coming year. When we come back, we're going to talk about resolutions and, by the way, losing weight and things you shouldn't do to do that.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful antioxidant nutrient. It protects against free radical damage, supports heart function, energy production, and immune response. Aging reduces our ability to absorb CoQ10 from our diet, so supplementing with a highly absorbable form of CoQ10 is the first step to ensuring optimal levels in the body. Secondly, typical CoQ10 supplements are in a ubiquinone or non-reduced form. For the body to use that type of CoQ10, it must first convert it to ubiquinol or the reduced form. QH Absorb is Gero Formula's highly absorbable and bioavailable CoQ10 supplement. Not only is QH Absorb more absorbable than traditional CoQ10 supplements, but as ubiquinol, it's already in a reduced bioavailable form. Your body can use QH Absorb without having to do any conversion work. Ask specifically for Gero Formula's QH Absorb at your favorite vitamin retailer. For more information on QH Absorb, go to Gero.com. That's JARROW for the best and highly absorbable bioavailable CoQ10 supplements.
Are you looking for a product that will aid weight loss both safely and naturally? That will stimulate your metabolism and reduce the absorption of fat from food? Then look no further than Right Way Nutrition. As featured on national daytime health shows, Right Way Nutrition is a premium dietary and nutritional supplement provider who believes the best form of encouragement is results. Right Way Nutrition aims to provide customers with the most superior and effective products available. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol does just that. While green coffee bean extract may not be new to the scene, Right Way Nutrition offers a new and improved formula of green coffee bean extract infused with their trademark ingredient Svetol, which is proven to be a vital ingredient for successful weight loss results. Right Way Nutrition provides you with a fast-acting, healthy, effective green coffee bean extract proven to naturally and safely aid weight loss. Your search for the perfect natural weight loss supplement is over. Right Way Nutrition's 100% pure green coffee bean extract with Svetol will help you reach all your weight loss goals.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971. And we believe integrity should always be our number one ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Vega, clean, plant-based nutrition. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Nordic Naturals, pure and great-tasting omega oils. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back and welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. If you just tuned in, 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255 is a toll-free number, and you can call that number anytime during the show. And we're on for 2 hours. The show is live, and if you go to my website at letstalknutrition.com, you will see a live feed, and the show streams as I am broadcasting it. So in other words, it's TV. And letstalknutrition.com. It's right on the home page, and that will pop up as soon as you get to that page. And we're going to we're offering that, as I said, to make the show more accessible to you so you actually can see what's going on. And when I have guests in the studio, we'll have cameras on them and whatnot. New Year's resolutions, the next week or so, I'm going to talk about them. There are many people who like to make New Year's resolutions, as evidenced by the number of people that make resolutions every year, and literally tens of millions of people around the world make resolutions. This goes on all the time, and I know that I'm a big fan, and I know that many people listening are also encouraged to make resolutions. And predictably, tens of millions make them, but fail to keep them. That's what's interesting. Most resolution makers become resolution breakers. That's what the research suggests. Approximately 40 to 45% of well-intentioned American adults, for example, annually will make one or more New Year's resolutions. The most, and most of them deal with health-related behaviors. Of course, weight loss, quitting smoking, getting fit, exercising more, reducing intake of alcohol, caffeine, drugs, and whatnot make the list. And then I'll tell you about the Marist poll a little bit in the show. The 2015 Marist poll, they do a pretty good job. And I can tell you the number one resolution on the Marist poll for 2015 was weight loss. I am not surprised. I'm sure you're not surprised either. And weight loss is on a lot of people's minds. And it's a lot of people because there are a lot of people who need to lose weight. We're creeping closer and closer to 70% of the population in the United States being overweight or obese. More and more, we're getting closer to that number. It's remarkable. So, weight loss often makes the resolution list. The Marist poll shows that, as do some other polls that I looked at for 2015. And over the this coming week and probably into next week, I'm going to talk about resolutions and the paradoxical nature of them. Think about this. The failure rate is abysmal. The question to ask, and there's a lot of focus on, they can give us the numbers as to how many, but as to why, that question is interesting. And there are a number of different hypotheses, theories, and some just opinions about why it is that people have such a hard time keeping their New Year's resolutions. And if you extrapolate this beyond the new year, and think about goals, New Year's resolutions are goals. So if it applies to this time of year, it also tells me that people are having a hard time generally succeeding at their goals, achieving their goals, no matter what time of the year it may be. The question is, why is that? And there are some interesting ideas about it, and they are the ideas themselves. Not only are New Year's resolutions paradoxical, for example, they're easily made, hard to keep. They're supposed to be motivating, but they can become demotivating, especially when you fail at them. So it's paradoxical. But as it turns out, there are the New Year's resolutions are implicated with some paradoxical workings of the mind. And I'll get into that, and I'll explain that as we move through the week and give you some ideas as to how to make the resolutions, what not to do, and not necessarily to rely on willpower. There's a difference between willpower and willingness, and I'll explain as I get into this. And I spent a lot of time over the break, over my vacation, reading about this because I'm intrigued with the idea. One of my goals for this show for 2015, or one of my resolutions, is to help the listener do better at achieving their health-related goals, whether it's the New Year resolution goal or whatever, at any time of the year. And how do you do that? And how do you go about changing the behavior? They sort of go together. When I come back, I came across an article that talks about, it came out of Loyola University Health System, about what you shouldn't do if you're going to make the New Year's resolution of losing weight. And for the most part, I agree with what they say in terms of what you shouldn't do. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. Think about this. If you could start to make improvements in your health on a consistent basis and do that with greater success and not become frustrated and have all these setbacks all the time and then finally give up, if you could avoid that, how much better off would you be? I'll be right back.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during this program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
The start of your day used to be a simple routine. You opened the bathroom door, turned on the shower, fixed some breakfast, and brushed your teeth. But since you've been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, the start of the day isn't so simple anymore. What used to be everyday tasks are now daily reminders that it's time to explore new options for RA. If you or a loved one has rheumatoid arthritis, RA StudyLink may be able to connect you to a medical research study in your area. These studies determine the safety and effectiveness of investigational medications for RA. Those who qualify will receive an investigational medication and/or inactive placebo, study-related medical examinations, and laboratory tests at no cost. Compensation for travel may also be available. To find a study in your area, visit rastudylink.com today. That's rastudylink.com.
Do you have the next $100 million idea? Tune in to 1250 WHNZ to My Cool Inventions Radio. We put inventors in the hot seat, and you vote, you decide who has the next product. Tune in Saturdays 3 to 5.
I'm Chris Wald. Since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. My knee pains went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away. The radio ad says it attacks belly fat. Well, let me tell you, it did. I've lost 6 inches.
So guys, if you'd like to get similar results, try Andro 400, the safe, inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Good communication is key to business, especially when you need to work together with people that aren't in the same office. So what do millions of small business professionals do when it's time to connect with remote clients and colleagues? They use Citrix GoToMeeting, the proven solution for meeting and collaborating online. Now it's your turn to see why. Visit GoToMeeting.com and click the Try It Free for 30 Days button. That's GoToMeeting.com for your free 30-day trial. GoToMeeting. Meeting is believing.
Need a station everyone can agree on at work? Pick Mix. Mix 100.7 plays a variety of the 90s till now with an hour and a half of commercial-free music all through the workday. Tampa Bay's Mix 100.7.
This report is brought to you by the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer. The Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer is so fast, accurate, and easy that it takes the hassle out of taking temperature. It is an awesome purchase. Every new parent should have one. Pick one up at Toys R Us, Babies R Us, or other fine retailers today.
From the Bright House Network's Traffic Center, seeing delays now on northbound 275 from the hump of the Howard Franklin into Kennedy. Also delays on the Gandy Bridge eastbound from Midspan into West Shore because of a disabled vehicle in a lane there. Crash on 50th Street at MLK and a disabled vehicle in a lane on Hillsborough Avenue at 275 is causing delays there. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Uterwick Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595. I'm Justin Case.
1250 winds, weather center forecast. Today's high getting up to the lower 70s. We'll see sunshine a little bit as the day moves on. Sunshine with clouds throughout the late morning and into the afternoon. Slight chance of a shower today, 10%. And tonight's lows into the upper 50s. We'll warm up just a little bit tomorrow in the mid-70s, then cool down by midweek into the upper 60s. We'll see a day on Thursday, cold, sunny, and breezy, with the highs only reaching the upper 50s. Right now, it's 68 in Brandon. And same for Tampa. Lakeland coming in at 66 degrees. Still got that cloud cover, but again, we should see some sunshine as we move through the morning. Markets today opening up down. Dow off 101 to 17,731. The NASDAQ in the red by 28. S&P index off by 12 points. Impact Radio, 1250 wins. WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Flora, premium organic oils, teas, tonics, and supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Happy New Year. Glad you could stop by today. We are streaming the show, and visit my website at letstalknutrition.com, and you can catch the stream that way. I think it's working. We'll see. As far as I know, it is. And we'll be doing that 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. When the show broadcasts, you can also watch. Marist, it's a polling company. Marist, they do all kinds of polls, and every year they do New Year's resolution poll. And this year they found that more than 4 in 10 Americans expect to make a resolution. That's about right. Range is somewhere between 40 to 45% of people in this country will make a resolution. That also parallels other countries like Australia, sort of the same percentage of people. 4 in 10. So that in this year it was 40%. Weight loss topped the list of self-improvement in the Marist poll. However, the people at Marist said that more Americans have let their resolutions slide. I'm not shocked. Of those who made a promise going into 2014 last year, only 59% kept their word. And that's high. I'm surprised it's that high. But in terms of New Year's resolutions, 44% of people in the poll were very likely or somewhat likely to make a New Year's resolution for 2014. So it was more than 4 in 10. It's 44%. It's interesting. Younger people, younger Americans, are more likely than older Americans to resolve to make some sort of self-improvement or some change. Specifically, 56% of those younger than 45 years of age, compared with 33% of those 45 and older, plan to make a change in their lifestyle, they reported. Similar proportions of men, 43%, and women, 44%, are at least somewhat likely to make a resolution. Weight loss topped the list in the Marist poll as to making a change in 2015. That was followed by exercising more, followed by wanting to be a better person. John, wanting to be a better person.
Okay.
John, 8% improving their health.
Okay.
I want to be a better person.
Absolutely.
That's on my list, by the way. That's on my list.
That's awesome.
You know, and and more specifically, to be more grateful, to express gratitude, and to practice optimism more, and to be a better person in that regard.
That's a good thing.
I think so. It's funny that I before seeing this poll, I had made my list, and I wrote I was scratching it out at Starbucks. I wrote it on a napkin. I was writing out what do I want to try to accomplish this year, and I wrote on there, be a better person. And then that very day, I went to the Marist site, and it came up, be a better person. So I'm dialed in with everybody else, it seems. Stopping smoking, spending less, and saving more money. I don't know. Eating healthier. Those rounded out the top tier in the 2015 Marist poll. In terms of losing weight, Loyola University Health System came across a story this morning, and they talked about some strategies you should avoid if you're trying to lose weight. I thought this was interesting, and I think they make some sense here. They said the bad strategy number 1, I'll lose weight at the gym. Certainly, exercising and working out is a good idea. It makes the resolution list every year and can help maintain weight. Here's the trap, and I've reported on this numerous times over the years. Exercise alone is not an effective strategy in losing weight. Notice what I said. Exercise alone. To lose weight, at the end of the day, literally, you have to consume less calories. Turns out that focusing on diet, what you eat, is a better predictor of weight loss, a far better predictor than exercise by itself. Diet by itself is far better. When you put diet and exercise together, they become the best strategy and hence best predictor to weight loss. That may not be breaking news, but a lot of people think, well, if I just go to the gym, I'll lose the weight. They go to the gym and then they continue to commit the nutritional violations and thinking that because I'm going to the gym, I can now eat as much as I want. Big mistake. And there's this phenomenon, and I don't remember the exact name, how they frame it, how they call it, but it's where people go to the gym, exercise, and then delude themselves into believing that now that I do this, I can eat more of that. And I see people coming into the gym. They're in there all the time. I'm in there all the time. And I see them, and they keep getting bigger and bigger. Not muscle tissue, but weight, fat. And I've had people come up to me and ask me about that. Say, I'm in here all the time, and I'm working out, but I'm gaining weight. And I can see it's not muscle weight that they're gaining. It's fat, body fat. And then I sit and talk with them about their diet. And amazingly, they'll say, gee, I didn't know that. In other words, I can't continue to eat the same way. I said, no. Exercise alone, you're not run for an hour, walk for an hour, lift weights for an hour, do a combination of both. If you can burn 500 calories in an hour, you're doing a great job. And you have to really work hard to do that. My God, you could eat a couple of donuts and this and that, and you can ring up 500 calories easy. So, bad strategy. I'll lose weight at the gym. Another bad strategy to losing weight is when people say, I'm going to completely change the way I eat. Really? You've been eating like that for 40 years. And you're going to change it? Wow. How are you going to do that? All overnight, you're going to completely change it. Bad idea. I don't do that with my clients. I'll tell you one of the strategies I use, and it's oftentimes they look at me like he doesn't know what he's doing, and I'll share that with you. 877-897-8255. No, you shouldn't try to dramatically change your diet all at once. That's a sure failed strategy.
Natural Factors presents.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray. How would you like to feel more calm, centered, and alert with greater mental focus and clarity? Pharma-GABA, a special natural form of the major brain chemical GABA, can help. Our brain can naturally produce GABA, but sometimes we don't produce enough. So taking it as a supplement can give your brain a GABA boost. Pharma-GABA is a clinically proven form that is considerably more effective than other forms. Pharma-GABA produces favorable changes in brainwave patterns as well as a dramatic reduction in markers of stress, including salivary cortisol levels. Pharma-GABA is fast-acting with feelings of calmness and mental focus experienced within 5 minutes of taking Pharma-GABA. So, if you want to feel calmer with greater mental clarity and focus and need a fast-acting help to cope with a stressful day, give Pharma-GABA a try. I think you'll be glad you did.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality. And then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
Did you know that doctors recommend omega-3 essential fatty acids for kids and grown-ups alike? Nordic Naturals, the #1 fish oil in the U.S., offers omega-3s for everyone. In fact, Nordic Naturals has one of the largest product portfolios in the world. Our best-selling Ultimate Omega is available in soft gels or liquid, both with a light, clean lemon flavor and no fishy aftertaste. This concentrated formula has been clinically shown to support heart health. For children, kids everywhere love Nordic Naturals Children's DHA, offered in great-tasting strawberry strawberry liquid or chewable soft gels. New Omega Boost is a creamy, delicious formulation of omega-3s. With its great mango taste and velvety smooth texture, Nordic Naturals Omega Boost is a great choice for the whole family. Nordic Naturals carefully manages every step of production of our omega-3 fish oils from boat to bottle, so you can count on Nordic Naturals to be exceptionally pure, fresh, and effective. Nordic Naturals for kids and grown-ups alike. Available at natural products retailers or online at nordicnaturals.com.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. One serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store. Looking for the best prices on the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products? At Vitamin Discount Center, you can save up to 50% off everything, every day. Vitamin Discount Center recognizes the need for an affordable solution for people to start taking a proactive approach to their health. And for over 15 years, Vitamin Discount Center has been a valuable neighborhood nutrition resource, offering high-quality nutritional supplements at an affordable price at 10 stores across the Tampa Bay area. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center also offers great customer service, friendly and knowledgeable advice, and helps equip customers with the information and products necessary to improve your health. With the best prices on the best selection, why shop anywhere else? To locate the store nearest you, visit Vitamin Discount Center online at forlifeforless.com. That's forlifeforless.com, where you can also find the latest articles on health news, special offers, and their involvement in the community. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Greens Plus, superfood for super health. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. I would be remiss if I didn't mention, during my vacation, I spent some time in Raleigh, Cary area in North Carolina, and I was up there for a week, so I needed to work out. Turns out I went online and I found Planet Fitness, and they opened up a brand new gym in Raleigh. And the manager of this gym, John Cole, was absolutely fabulous. I even posted a picture on my Facebook page with John. What a nice young man. And those people in that gym, were the folks running the gym, John and his staff, were so kind to me. They're on Carytown Boulevard. It's a brand new Planet Fitness gym in Cary, North Carolina. Brand new. I think I was there on a Tuesday or Wednesday. They opened it up on a Monday. So I walked into a brand new gym, and they were just fabulous. So I don't know who trains the folks at Planet Fitness. They do an awfully great job because these people were so professional and so accommodating. And I told them that I would give them a shout out and mention their facility. And it's on Carytown Boulevard in Cary. 919-378-9283. Great gym, great equipment, great people. Thanks. Appreciate it. And I appreciate you listening and talking about and watching. because the show's streaming as I'm broadcasting it. Visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. Trying to lose weight, made that a resolution? Some tips from Loyola University. They say, don't try to dramatically change your diet. I totally agree. A radical change in your diet is a surefire way to not succeed. An effective, better way to do it is to make small changes. When I take on a client, sometimes what I'll do when they're trying to change their diet, I'll say, I don't want you to change anything you're eating. And they look at me. What we're going to try to change first is just cutting back on the portions of what you're currently eating, and then we'll think about taking things out and putting new things in as we go along. But let's try to reduce the portion size and do a little bit of calorie restriction. Let's start with that. And you start slow. So trying to overhaul your diet all at once is not a good idea. Also, if you want to be, they said, the biggest loser, you don't necessarily shed pounds quickly. If you can lose a pound a week, that is great success. A bad strategy is trying to lose a lot of weight real fast. Typically ends up backfiring, and you may succeed initially, but you end up, because whatever you're doing, it probably won't be sustainable, and you're going to gain that weight back and then some. Another bad strategy. The idea that you have to have 100% success. You should plan for some failure. I know that sounds odd, right? You should plan that you're going to have some missteps. You should expect that there are going to be times when your willpower is not going to be there. And you're going to slip the grip, so to speak. And to go into a resolution or making resolutions with the idea that you have to be totally successful all the time is a bad approach. You should expect to have some failure. The question is, can you recover from it? And it seems that the research would suggest when you approach it this way, the letdown isn't so great when you do slip to the grip. Because it's hard to keep willpower, trying to force your way through this, muscle your way through it, so to speak, is not a good idea. It's not. And you have to be more willing. It's willingness. What are you willing to do or not do? And to rely solely on willpower, people typically don't gain weight and become overweight or obese because they don't have willpower. And again, that may sound counterintuitive to you. It's their relationship with food. And that relationship is formed in many different ways and influenced by many different factors. Psycho-emotional factors, behavioral factors, cultural factors. It's hard to believe that all people who are overweight or obese have no willpower. That's not the case. It's not the case. The case is that in trying to lose weight, you have to find this balance. And I'll explain this idea a little bit more through the week, and maybe a little bit even today. The notion of willpower versus willingness. And the self-talk that you engage in, how you talk about what you're going to do or what you're trying to accomplish, influences your approach and influences success. And I'll explain that further as well. It's how you talk about to yourself, not only to others, how you talk about the goal, how you talk about the resolution to yourself, how you frame it in your own mind. If you frame it as, I will do X, Y, or Z, bad idea. What if I said to you, pose it in form of a question? Will I be able to lose 25 pounds this year. The research would suggest when you start to put things into form of a question, you have greater success. Now, some may think, well, if you're questioning, then that means you have some self-doubt and you're not going to do it. Not necessarily. When you frame it as, I will, categorically, I will lose 25 pounds, the research suggests that the failure rate is higher with that approach. Interesting. Most people would think it's the way you got to frame it. I will go to the gym 3 or 4 or 5 days a week. I will do X. I will do Y. Maybe you should reframe it, and I'll explain further. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. Start of a new year. Start of a new year on Let's Talk Nutrition. I'm so happy to be back in studio, back on the air. And see, John, I did remember how to do this.
Yes, you did.
Couple of weeks, man. You're away from your craft, right?
Yep.
We'll be back. There's a lot more to go. My Bruce Topping will be my guest. And let me see if I can figure out what his resolutions are for 2015 and if he has some ideas for you and for me.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing. As a family-owned company since 1968, Now Foods has spent the last 46 years building a legacy in the natural health industry as a trusted leader. Now provides a comprehensive approach to wellness by offering more than 1,400 high-quality health foods, supplements, sports nutrition, and personal care products at an affordable price. Now believes that natural is better. They don't use artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners, and they offer many vegetarian, organic, and gluten-free products. Their foods are all non-GMO. Since their beginning, Now has grown to become an award-winning leader in the natural health industry. But one thing has never changed: their commitment to providing the highest quality products at the best value to empower people to lead healthier lives. High quality doesn't have to mean high price. From essential oils to amino acids, multivitamins to natural sweeteners, Now has you covered. To find a store near you that carries Now products, or for more information, visit nowfoods.com. That's nowfoods.com.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. We're the Bay Area's free buying resource. We're here to help you find solutions and avoid scams 5 days a week. Trust Dale Radio Monday through Friday, 11 to noon on 1250 WHNZ.
Brandon Rhymes here, host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show. Are you using online valuation tools and websites to ascertain your home's value? I have a better solution for you. For the first 5 listeners who text in, text the word value to 813-917-1894 for a free CMA. That's a comparable market analysis for the first 5 listeners who text to 813-917-1894. RealestateRadioTampa.com.
From the all-new Newport Richie Nissan Weather Center.
Look for mostly cloudy skies today with a slight chance of rain and a high near 73. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 56. And tomorrow, partly cloudy and a high of 75.
This report is brought to you by Tampa Machinery Auction. Saturday, January 10th is Public Auction Day at Tampa Machinery Auction. Get one vehicle or an entire fleet, plus including Florida State vehicles. Starts 9 a.m. Gates open 7:30 a.m. Go 5 miles north on I-4 on US 301. TMAuction.com to preview inventory. AB 135 and UA 871.
Impact Radio. This is 1250 Winds, WHNZ, Tampa Bay, an iHeart radio station.
CBS News, I'm Frank Sedapani. In a federal courthouse blocks from the scene of the crime, the eyes of potential jurors are on the Boston Marathon bombing suspect. 1,200 people have been called. It could take 3 weeks to pick a dozen jurors and 6 alternates to hear the government's case against Johar Tsarnaev. CBS's Don Daler tells us how the defense will try to save Tsarnaev from a possible death sentence.
It looks like they are going to claim that Johar Tsarnaev was unduly influenced by his older brother and perhaps was even in fear of his older brother.
CBS News senior legal analyst Andrew Cohen.
The punishment here is the only real open question in this case. To be qualified, jurors have to be willing to impose death but be open to a life sentence as well. That's a very thin line.
The 114th Congress begins tomorrow with Republicans in the majority in both houses. CBS's Nancy Cordes tells us the GOP agenda includes changing a part of the president's health care reform law that even some Democrats don't like.
One of the first pieces of legislation that they'll consider will redefine a full-time work week as 40 hours a week, not 30 hours a week under Obamacare. They say that 30-hour work week definition led many employers to reduce their workers' hours, and they say that needs to be changed.
Frigid air is spreading across the upper Midwest toward points east and south. Forecaster Craig Allen tells us what could be coming soon to a town near millions of Americans.
Temperatures up across North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin that are currently running from 15 to 25 degrees below zero. Factor in the wind chill, and it feels like it's between 40 and 50 below zero.
Police have a person of interest in a mass shooting in a Long Beach, California home and the kidnapping of an infant who was later found dead near San Diego, but they haven't been able to find him. Lieutenant Lloyd Cox says the police could use some help.
No one's coming forward. No one's providing us with any information. The family is devastated. We're continuing to ask for any leads and anybody who has something to send information.
The dead girl was just 3 weeks old. The shooting wounded the baby's mother and father and the father's brother. Some experts say youngsters who've had a concussion should get several days of home rest, but a new study reported by the New York Times found that 11 to 22-year-olds who had 5 days of rest had more symptoms than those who had only 1 or 2. CBS's Dr. Holly Phillips tells us why that could make sense.
If you're in bed for 5 days, you feel weak, you feel headachy, you feel dizzy. So being in bed can actually cause some symptoms as well.
The Indonesian Navy believes it's located big pieces of the Air Asia flight that crashed in the Java Sea. The bodies of most of the 162 victims could still be strapped in their seats. CBS's Alan Pizzi has that.
The hope, of course, is that the large section of wreckage that's being spotted on the bottom of the sea by sonar is the fuselage and will hold bodies strapped in their seats. But divers have not been able to go down because the currents are too strong, and also there's a lot of silt been stirred up, so there's no visibility anyway.
In early trading on Wall Street, the Dow Industrial Average is down more than 100 points. This is CBS News.
Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost you thousands. But with the PMI Advantage from Quicken Loans, you may never have to pay those expensive monthly mortgage insurance premiums again. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans, and I'm excited to tell you that the Quicken Loans PMI Advantage is our lender-paid mortgage insurance program. You see, we pay the PMI so you don't have to. Make the smart call and talk to one of our home loan experts today at 800-QUICKEN. You'll learn how the Quicken Loans PMI Advantage can give you more options, more flexibility, and may save you thousands when you refinance. And for 5 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And this year, for the first time, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. To learn more, call us at 800-QUICKEN. That's 800-QUICKEN, or visit us at QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Important terms and conditions apply. Call for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed law 50 states and MLS number 3030.
Call John Morgan, the People's Lawyer, forthepeople.com.
This report is brought to you by the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer. The Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer is easy to use on a baby and perfect for the whole family. A gentle forehead scan is all you need for an accurate temperature. The Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer. Get yours at Target and other fine retailers today.
From the Bright House Network's Traffic Center, we're still slow on the eastbound Howard Franklin Bridge from Midspan into Kennedy. They cleared an earlier accident that was here. And there's a wreck on 50th Street at Dr. King, an accident on Lutz Lake Fern at Sun Lake Boulevard, and a water main break blocks Columbus between Jefferson Street and Central Avenue. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Utica Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line at 866-545-9595.
1250 winds, Weather Center forecast. Starting to see that sunshine now break through the clouds. We'll see a mix of clouds and sun throughout the rest of the morning and into the afternoon. 10% chance of an isolated shower today, with high getting up to about 70, some low 70s as well, and upper 50s for the low tonight. Now, it should stay dry all week long, though. We'll see changes in the temperatures, mid-70s for tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds, then dipping down into the upper 60s Wednesday ahead of a front. That'll cool things down for Thursday, looking at the cold day of the week. In the upper 50s, sunshine and breezy. We'll see those overnight lows into the 40s by the end of the week as well. And then into the weekend, jumping back up into the mid-70s and near 80 looking at on Sunday. Markets are down with the Dow off 177, Nasdaq red by 39. The S&P index down 22. Dow at 17,655. Impact Radio 1250 wins.
The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom.
Get ready to get healthy. Get ready to get fit. Get ready to take charge of your health. Get ready to listen, learn, and live healthier. Because your health is your wealth. It's time for some information and inspiration. It's time to talk about health and nutrition. Nutrition for your body, for your mind, for your spirit. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, supplementation for when you don't. Let's Talk Nutrition. Scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Daily prizes and giveaways. Follow Dr. Garko on Twitter at Dr. Garko and on Facebook at facebook.com/Dr. Michael Garko. Now, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Okay, we're all set. Well, Happy New Year. Great to be with you. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2015, out of the blocks. And catch the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. You can not only listen, you can also watch the show. Because in 2015, one of the goals for the show is to connect more with the listener and give you greater access to the show. And so we're streaming the show live as I broadcast it. And just all you need to do is go to my homepage at letstalknutrition.com. As soon as you get there, boom, you'll see the live broadcast. And my guest in this hour of the show will be Bruce Topping. And I sent him an email and I asked him if he could think about New Year's resolutions and what he would consider to be, some of the more important health-related resolutions that people could make. I'm interested in what he came up with. We'll see. And I was talking about the Marist poll for 2015. They do a pretty good job, and weight loss was at the top of the list of the Marist poll. I'm not shocked. And I was alluding to this idea that relying on willpower, may not be the best strategy to try and make a resolution and then ultimately keep it. Now, some experts don't believe in resolutions. I came across an article, for example, says why you should quit your New Year's resolution right now. Really? Quit? I don't agree with that. And the writer of the article relied upon what is called the willpower paradox. And the paradox is the very idea that you're going to try and to do something and focus on it is likely to cause you not to achieve it. It's called the willpower paradox. That being said, however, the research, and it was a study by a guy named Ibrahim Sene from the University of Illinois. And he's not saying that you shouldn't make resolutions or have goals. What he is saying is that the way you talk about them to yourself and the way you frame them makes a difference. And what he suggests is that you put things into the form of a question rather than an assertion. It's better to ask, than to tell yourself, rather than to say to yourself, I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I will lose 50 pounds. Maybe you start with, will I lose 50 pounds this year? How do I want to do it? What will be, see the questions? I'm asking questions. And you start to put things into the form of a question. And when the research would suggest when you take that approach, you have greater success at making the resolution and then keeping it. And I'm not a believer that you should just, given the abysmal statistics on success at keeping our goals, achieving our goals, and or otherwise keeping your resolution are so abysmal that some writers and some experts say, don't even bother. Forget about it. It's counterproductive. You're wasting your time. I just don't think that that's useful. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. Toll free. Call the show anytime you want. You may have some ideas about a good resolution for the new year. I'd be curious as to maybe what some of your resolutions are. One resolution I have for this year is I'm going to, I posed the question to myself, was there anything about my physical activity that I could change? In specific, my exercise regimen. And I thought about it during my vacation. What do I need? See how I posed it as a question. What would I need to change to do better at it? And I realized what I need to do better at is more cardiovascular work. More walking, more running, more cardiorespiratory exercise. In addition to lifting weights. So I'm going to introduce that into my routine. That's going to require me, in order to achieve that goal, that means I have to spend a little bit more time in the gym each day. So my routine is going to have to be bumped up by 15 to 20 more minutes on top of what I already do in order to achieve that goal. And I just don't think that I'm doing enough of it. I think that endurance training is just as important as resistance training, especially as you move deeper and deeper into the lifespan. You need to keep your cardiorespiratory system fit. You need to have cardiorespiratory fitness, better endurance. Resistance training is lifting weights. Anything where you're putting resistance, you're building muscle tissue. That's very, very important. So I did an evaluation of my own exercise regimen, and that's one of my goals for 2015. That's one of the resolutions I made. So it looks like I'm going to be in the gym a minimum of an hour and 45 minutes, probably more like 2 hours. I have to carve out that time. You're going to say, my God, that's a lot of time. Yeah, it is. 5 days a week. I'd rather spend it there doing that than what? Sitting on the sofa. My guest is Bruce Topping. He doesn't sit on a sofa. That guy's always traveling. He's always on the move. I don't know. You travel so much. Are you in a witness protection program or what?
I feel that way sometimes. Although, it's 10 degrees here, so I'm okay with traveling down south this week.
It's 10 degrees where?
In Columbia, Missouri.
John, Stephen, we need to stay out of Columbia. 10 degrees?
Yeah, that's before the wind, I think.
Oh, my goodness.
So it's bitter.
That is bitter. You going outside today?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've got to get outside a little bit. There's always work to be done and chores errands to run and all that stuff.
I hear a lot of crackling sound. Do you hear that, Stephen? Okay. I got snap, crackle, and pop going on. By the way, no, that's not Bruce, by the way. Bruce is better looking than that guy. John Gaston is looking for an image of you, and if you go to my website, Bruce, at letstalknutrition.com, the show is broadcasting, it's streaming, and there will be an image posted of you. John is searching for an image. He had a picture of another guy. He certainly wasn't as good looking. I don't think that was you. Did it say Bruce Topping? It did? Put it up. Is that you, Bruce?
I don't have my feet up right now.
Yeah, it is you.
All right.
You got a beard?
Yeah.
Okay. You smoking a cigar? No.
Not myself.
No, that's you, man. We got to get you to take a photo where you're smiling.
Yeah, well, I have several. I'll have to see which one's up, and I'll send you guys a better one.
Okay, yeah, you got a blue shirt on. Got a little bit of facial hair. Yeah, that's Bruce. My mistake, John. Good. By the way, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
What's your number one New Year's for you? What's your, if you don't mind sharing, what's your number one personal resolution? What's at the top of your list?
I'm much like you. I'm going to kind of change up my workout routine. I've been kind of doing the same thing for over a year, and I'm ready to try some plyometrics and get into some different routines.
Okay. I was looking at the Marist poll. In that poll for 2015, Bruce, a number of people said they wanted to be a better person. I had that on my list too. Even before I saw the poll. That's an interesting kind of New Year's. Be a better person, right? What would you? I wonder what. I'll tell you what I'm going to try to do to be a better person. Think about that when we come back. I'll ask you if you were to put that on your list. I know that you're near perfect, but if you need to improve, Bruce, what would you do? We'll be right back.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
We live in an age of fast information, high-speed communication, instant gratification, rapid transit, ready-mixed, pre-cooked, heat and serve, and living life on a moment's notice. But when it comes to staying healthy, you pause for a moment. Jarrow Formulas has been formulating high-quality nutritional products for over 30 years and has been a leader in the research and development of some of the most effective, affordable, and cutting-edge natural health solutions in the world. At Jarrow Formulas, they understand that distinction does not happen overnight and that a reputation for excellence is only earned through many years of persistence. Their staff of scientists and health professionals insist on doing things the old-fashioned way, with clinical studies and scientific research. They believe that the true test of a quality company is the purity, potency, and good value of its products and meeting the highest expectation of those who matter most, their customers. For more information about their superior formulas and to request free samples of their leading brands, please go to www.jarrow.com. Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. Vega, clean, plant-based nutrition. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Nordic Naturals, pure and great-tasting omega oils. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Happy New Year. Thanks for tuning in. You are dialed into Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Start off 2015 together. I'm back in studio. I was on vacation for a little bit. And great to be back. I miss being on the air. I was getting antsy. Don't like being off the air that long, but we're back. And I'm glad you're back, too. Let's go to Largo, Florida. Joan, Happy New Year.
Hello, Happy New Year, Dr. Garko.
Glad you're dialed into the show. You have an idea about a resolution?
Well, no, not quite. I myself don't set resolutions, but just you had some interesting conversation how there was one author who suggested forming questions rather than just putting out thoughts or dreams. And I think that's really interesting because by asking questions, your brain immediately goes to forming possibilities to answer those questions.
You know what? You're so smart because that's exactly what they talk about. In other words, you open up your mind and you are more willing to accept and recognize the possibilities of things rather than making an assertive statement. I will lose 50 pounds. I will do this. I will do that. It's better to pose the question. And in this one experiment that they conducted, when they had people frame the goal in different ways, either as an assertive statement or in the form of a question, where there was some ambiguity as to whether or not they were going to do it. The people who formed the questions accomplished more and stuck with the task even more so than the people who made an assertive statement about it. It's interesting.
It is interesting, and you've heard of SMART goals, just small, measurable, attainable, realistic, in times.
Oh, the little acronym.
Right, so SMART goals, and then there's a alternative thought to that, and dumb goals, maybe dream-based, uplifting, method-friendly, and behavior-triggered. And with dumb goals, it's much like asking questions. You're driving off human reason, and how you do one thing is how you do everything. So just because you make a resolution, but the rest of the year you're a different person, it doesn't work. So maybe
true.
by dreaming big and just finding that it's behavior triggered, and how do you operate, and is it important to you? Much like you said, your show is not just delivering cutting edge information, it's making it pertinent or meaningful to your audience. That's a good show. And a good goal is something that's meaningful and real and rational for you. So, yeah, I think maybe if we relook at it rather than the once-a-year goal, how do you live every day, right?
Sure, and the things that you're pointing out were mentioned in a couple of the articles, and in fact, in the ones in the study itself, they were talking in similar to the way you just framed it. No matter what, no matter who you are, we all run out of willpower, and sooner or later, you have to rely on something other than willpower. And there has to be, and they talk about willpower versus willingness. What are you willing to do? What are you willing not to do? We all have moments of weakness. So no matter who you are, if you're trying to achieve a goal, there's going to be a moment where you're going to misstep, where you're going to run out of willpower. So what then are you going to rely upon? That becomes the question. And I think that if you take the approach that you're describing, you have a better chance of getting through that moment and continuing on the path of achieving the goal. So you make some great observations. It's wonderful.
Well, thank you, and I agree with how you just summarized it. Willpower is not sustainable, Dr. Garko, because with willpower, it's, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get back to that pizza, but wow, I'm going to be strong for today.
That's true. And I happen to like pizza. Well, we wish you a very happy 2015, and thank you for contributing to the show. Thank you for listening, and we always appreciate your call, John.
Oh, well, Dr. Garko, thank you for making this a meaningful, pertinent show. We really appreciate you. Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Thank you so much. Bruce, welcome back. So if you were to make that resolution to be a better person, Bruce, what would be the one thing you could work on to do that?
Boy, I guess for me, I'm going to continue to try to really strive to be a kind and generous person in 2015.
Oh, nice.
With my family, with my friends, with my coworkers, even my boss.
I know. It's hard to do with the boss, isn't it?
He's a nice guy, luckily.
So what do you think in terms of the people generally? Where do you think in terms of their health-related goals, what would be some priority resolutions or priority goals in your mind?
Well, I think, a lot of what you just said is great, how we frame it, how we don't want to deprive ourselves. I think that's going to fail, as you guys have, the caller just pointed out, really, really well-made point. For me, I think where I want to see people go is really focus on digestive health. I think that it's being talked about. There's a lot of new studies coming out all the time about the microbiome and the whole ecosystem in our gut. We're learning a lot about acid reflux. We're learning a lot about chronic infections and H. pylori. I just think people need to get in the game. That we're not, actually utilizing the tools well enough. People are still eating lots of refined sugars and flours. And I'm not saying they need to go live in the monastery and eat only roots and water here. But it's just, some small changes about maybe drinking more water, eating less sugar, taking a probiotic, and taking an enzyme. I feel like those things, to me, are some of the best tools that people can ever find in the health food store.
So, when you first came on, were you suggesting? So, are you suggesting then that the goal should have something to do with digestive care and health?
Yeah, I guess I just feel that the digestive health, our gut really is the tide that rises all boats. I was just reading a paper about probiotics and emotional connections and cortisol. So it relates to our brain, it relates to our heart, it relates to our pancreas, our thyroid. Everything is starting to look more and more like it is dominant.
So probiotics, digestive enzymes, would you include fiber in that?
Yeah, and I often like to tell people to get it from their diet.
Okay, when we come back, we'll explain how you can get it from your diet, and if your diet is weak in this regard, maybe you can do some supplements. Be right back.
Today's veterans often return from active duty with disabilities that make daily life a challenge. Now through December 31st, you can help rebuild their lives by participating in the Buy One Bottle, Help Two Heroes campaign, sponsored by Nordic Naturals, the #1 fish oil in the U.S. Every time you purchase a qualifying Nordic Naturals product, you will be helping Pause for Veterans. Pause for Veterans is a nonprofit organization that pairs combat wounded veterans with rescued shelter dogs, specially trained to help them with everyday tasks. The dogs are given a loving home, and the veterans' quality of life is transformed by the healing power of their new canine partner. Join Nordic Naturals in supporting Pause for Veterans through their Buy One Bottle, Help Two Heroes initiative. Through December 31st, every time you purchase a qualifying Nordic Naturals product, you will help provide omega-3s to veterans and their service dogs. Buy One Bottle, Help Two Heroes. To find a retailer near you, visit NordicNaturals.com.
The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during this program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
The start of your day used to be a simple routine. You opened the bathroom door, turned on the shower, fixed some breakfast, and brushed your teeth. But since you've been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, the start of the day isn't so simple anymore. What used to be everyday tasks are now daily reminders that it's time to explore new options for RA. If you or a loved one has rheumatoid arthritis, RA StudyLink may be able to connect you to a medical research study in your area. These studies determine the safety and effectiveness of investigational medications for RA. Those who qualify will receive an investigational medication and/or inactive placebo, study-related medical examinations, and laboratory tests at no cost. Compensation for travel may also be available. To find a study in your area, visit rastudylink.com today. That's rastudylink.com.
Brandon Rhymes here, host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show. Are you using online valuation tools and websites to ascertain your home's value? I have a better solution for you. For the first 5 listeners who text in, text the word value to 813-917-1894 for a free CMA. That's comparable market analysis for the first 5 listeners who text to 813-917-1894. RealestateRadioTampa.com.
I'm Chris Wald. Since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. My knee pains went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away. The radio ad says it attacks belly fat. Well, let me tell you, it did. I've lost 6 inches.
So, guys, if you'd like to get similar results, try Andro 400, the safe, inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
America was built by people with a few dollars and a dream. And while many don't know it, there's one path to success that still only requires a dream and about $10. That's right. If your dream is to start or grow your business, something as simple as the right business card could make all the difference. And today at Vistaprint.com, you can get 500 full-color business cards for only $9.99. That's right, only $9.99. Just go to Vistaprint.com and enter promo code 4433 at checkout. That's Vistaprint.com, promo code 4433.
This report is brought to you by the Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer. The Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer is easy to use on a baby and perfect for the whole family. A gentle forehead scan is all you need for an accurate temperature. The Exergen Temporal Scanner Thermometer. Get yours at Target and other fine retailers today.
From the Right House Network's Traffic Center, had another accident on northbound 275 around Kennedy Boulevard on the eastbound east end of the Howard Franklin Bridge, but it's all off to the side. A truck was spilling fuel on the roadway at Sunset Lane and U.S. Highway 41. There's a crash on Lutz Lake Fern at Sun Lake Boulevard, and in Spring Hill, an accident on Commercial Way at Breakwater Boulevard. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Nito Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line at 866-545-9595.
1250 winds, weather center forecast. The high today getting up to around 70 degrees. Starting to see some sunshine break through the clouds we had early this morning. We'll see a mix of clouds throughout the rest of the day and the afternoon. And a 10% chance of showers today. Upper 50s for the low tonight. Jumping up into the mid-70s for tomorrow. Then we'll dip in the midweek as a front rolls in. Wednesday right now looking at upper 60s. Then upper 50s on Thursday. And then we'll start to slowly warm back up Sunday, getting back up near 80 degrees. During the cold days this week, we will see the overnight lows into the 40s. It's 70 degrees out of Brandon, 66 Lakeland, same for Tampa, St. Petersburg, 68 degrees. Wall Street's off with the Dow off 201 to 17,631, NASDAQ falling 43 points, and the S&P index is down by 24. Impact Radio 1250 wins, WHNZ. Check out WHNZ.com to pick up the iHeart Radio app.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Flora, premium organic oils, teas, tonics, and supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Bruce Topping is my guest, and introduced Bruce at the top of the show, and had a great call in between. Joan from Largo, a regular listener. Bruce, it's interesting. Do you hear how smart that listener was?
Yeah, you have very cerebral guests and callers.
I know. It's amazing. I believe she's a nurse.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, so smart. You made an interesting observation. You and I didn't have a chance to talk before going on air, but you're dialed right in to what I was thinking about. You suggested that the consumption of refined processed foods, it comes in different forms, fast foods, whatever you want to call them, has really made a contribution to the ill health of people. You seem to be suggesting that.
Yeah, that's a general overarching theme of my life for the past 10 years, I'd say, is trying to educate people that our diets are very modern and new for humans, that no human on earth has ever eaten refined grains and refined sugars and vegetable oils like canola oil all the time. This is just fundamentally new and really troubling.
Well, you'll be interested then to know, and go seek it out, that out of Tufts University Health Sciences campus, the researchers at the USDA Human Nutrition Research Center on Aging at Tufts University revealed in their analysis that there has been little change in fast food portion sizes and product formulation between 1996 and 2013. The researchers analyzed the calorie, sodium, saturated fat, and trans fat content of popular menu items, they said, at 3 national fast food chains. They didn't list them. Between 96 and 2013, they found that average calories, sodium, and saturated fat stayed relatively the same, albeit at high levels. This was published in the journal called Preventing Chronic Disease. Now, these fast food companies and fast food chains have made an effort saying, well, we've changed the menu, we've done this, we've done that, but this study, there are 2 of them, there are two parallel studies that they conducted, reveals that not much has changed in portion size.
I'm not surprised.
You might want to look those up.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, and I have both studies in front of me. And you were suggesting that fast foods, processed foods, play havoc on the digestive system. How so?
Well, specifically, I think it has to do with feeding specific microbes. In other words, we deprive the good guys, and we allow the sort of opportunistic and sometimes downright pathogenic microbes. So we're talking about bad renters versus the good renters. We want good tenants living in our colon, healthful, good microbes that make vitamins, make enzymes, make hormones. We don't want, harmful, opportunistic microbes that, dysregulate our immune system, thwart our ability to absorb nutrients. We really have to have a good digestive machine in order for anything to run properly, whether it's your heart, your brain, your gut. Everything depends upon nutrients entering and wastes being eliminated.
Bruce Topping, educator for Garden of Life. That's his voice that you hear. Bruce, so what if you have people making resolutions for 2015 where they say, I'm going to change my diet. And they regularly don't eat fruits and vegetables, legumes and foods that are high in fiber. It's really hard to make that transition over to those kinds of foods.
Yeah.
And assuming that they're going to struggle with that a little bit, is there a dietary supplement strategy or strategies that people could consider to try to get these digestive enzymes into our body, the good microbes, the healthy microbes, the healthy bacteria, and the fiber?
Right, yeah. So there's a lot of great supplements. I mean, I work for Garden of Life, and our very first product was a probiotic, and we're a digestive health company. So, we make raw meal, which is a meal replacer that will help people get off of wheat and corn and soy and dairy and allow them to get sprouted, beans and grains and seeds with lots of greens and good fats and probiotics. We make raw fiber, which is just a fiber supplement, so different than raw meal. The meal is a whole meal, whereas our raw fiber is just a fiber supplement, but it tastes good. And I'd like to point out that our fibers don't use bran or psyllium. And I'm not a big fan of using oat bran or wheat bran. I feel like it's really
Why?
Why? It's irritating. It's just a more irritating fiber, and it also, being high in phytic acid, actually means you reduce absorption of minerals. So if you take that bran with your oatmeal, then you're going to reduce the amount of minerals that you absorb with your oatmeal. So it's just that bran fibers, they're not worthless, but they're not my favorites. And I'm actually even less of a fan of psyllium, because psyllium, it's so bulking, it absorbs so much water that it tends to dehydrate the bowel. And I think it's good for diarrhea, but that's about the only time I recommend psyllium. If you're doing on a long type of regimen of psyllium, you tend to become dependent. And in the research, we see a lot of hernias and hemorrhoids. It tends to balloon and swell and stretch and kind of cause damage to the mucosal wall of the colon. So I'm not a big fan of psyllium and bran. I'm more a fan of eating fibers that humans have been eating for thousands of years.
So in terms of breakfast cereals, I mean, there are tens of thousands, if not millions of people across the country that had oatmeal, oat bran, farina, cream of wheat or something this morning, to thinking that was a good idea. I mean, what would they put in?
Well, the oatmeal, I guess I should be clarified. I don't mind. I think eating oatmeal is pretty decent. I'm just not a fan of adding supplemental bran. A lot of people sprinkle more bran into their smoothies or on top of their Malto-meal or something, or they even bake with it. And if you're going to add fiber supplements, get them from foods, not tree husk or bran. It's really, I think, what Garden of Life offers, for example, and I don't want to say this is the only option that's any good, but a really high-quality company like Garden of Life will offer fibers that come from, seeds and grass juices and things that are really nourishing and easy to digest, that aren't really loaded with phytates and won't balloon out your intestines.
So you're making the assertion or the argument that fiber derived from whole grains, okay, but not great? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I guess I would generally say that. I think grains, as a general rule, have kind of been overemphasized. I think grains aren't bad necessarily. They can be really useful. But I think this worship and veneration of grains, nowadays it says, eat your whole grains, get your Lucky Charms. And it's just sort of, I think the message is a little bit false, that people need to look at grains as less nutrient dense than vegetables or eggs or fish or nuts or legumes or other foods.
I understand. 877-897-8255. You can call that number. We come back, I'll have the LTN health question of the day. With the correct answer, you can win a $25 supplement gift card and a trip to Columbia, Missouri. Is that where you are? Where it's 10 degrees. And that's where we'll fly you there. I don't think you could give that ticket away. We'll be back. I was just kidding. With Bruce Topping. Be right back.
Hi, I'm Kate. When I asked my health food store to recommend a natural solution to improve my digestive health, they suggested their best-selling probiotic, Ultimate Flora Critical Care. It has 50 billion live probiotic cultures in every capsule. I was surprised to learn that a poor diet, aging, and even stress can deplete our bodies of billions of good bacteria. That's why I take one Ultimate Flora Critical Care probiotic a day to help maintain my digestive balance, support my immune health, and help keep me regular. And my mother takes Ultimate Flora Senior Formula. It's formulated to help adults 50 and older maintain good digestive health too. It's the Ultimate Flora difference that sold me. Each high-potency, once-daily formula includes strains that are scientifically studied for their specific health benefits. Plus, the delayed-release capsules protect the probiotics from harsh stomach acid. Ultimate Flora probiotics are available at health food stores everywhere. From Renew Life, the digestive care experts.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract. Available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com. Or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Looking for the best prices on the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products? At Vitamin Discount Center, you can save up to 50% off everything, every day. Vitamin Discount Center recognizes the need for an affordable solution for people to start taking a proactive approach to their health. And for over 15 years, Vitamin Discount Center has been a valuable neighborhood nutrition resource, offering high-quality nutritional supplements at an affordable price at 10 stores across the Tampa Bay area. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center also offers great customer service, friendly and knowledgeable advice, and helps equip customers with the information and products necessary to improve your health. With the best prices on the best selection, why shop anywhere else? To locate the store nearest you, visit Vitamin Discount Center online at forlifeforless.com. That's forlifeforless.com, where you can also find the latest articles on health news, special offers, and their involvement in the community. Vitamin Discount Center. For life. For less.
Did you know your digestive tract is home to millions of bacteria? Some good, some not so good. And if you want to stay healthy, it's important to make sure that your body is populated with the good bacteria it needs. Probiotic Defense contains 13 of today's most effective friendly bacteria strains, along with other compounds shown in studies to support healthy digestion and immune system function. Don't settle for low-potency, overpriced formulas. Ask for Now Foods Probiotic Defense with the bright orange label. To find a retailer near you, go to nowfoods.com.
What are you doing this month? If you suffer from stiff joints, you can do something special. You could try new Flex Now Joint Formula. Flex Now offers you complete relief in just 1 month or a complete refund. Flex Now is a unique concentration of shea nut triterpenes, the most potent inflammation fighter of any botanical, and it's only when inflammation is reduced that your body begins to heal. Try new Flex Now Joint Formula and make this the month you get rid of stiff joints. Ask for Flex Now at Vitamin Discount Center and other leading natural product stores.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Greens Plus, superfood for super health. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Xenia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Right Way Nutrition. Nutrition the right way. Nutrix Hawaii. More nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And here is the first LTN health question for 2015. According to the Marist poll, they do an annual poll. They do lots of polls, and I happen to like that polling outfit. They're pretty good. How many people said that they would be likely to make a New Year's resolution, the people in this country? Was it 24%, 34%, or 44%? What percent of the population, adult population in the U.S., according to the Marist poll, which was a random survey, so it reflects the general population, said that they would be likely to make a New Year's resolution? John and I would be included, and so would Stephen, I think. Do you make resolutions, Stephen? No. Yes?
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so exclude Stephen.
I didn't want to set myself up for failure.
My man. See how he listens? Here's what he picks out the parts he likes. What part, I love him. What part of the population said that they would make New Year's resolution? Just when you think he's not listening. 24%, 34%, or 44%, you rascal. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. You have the correct answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. That's a good way to start off the year. What percent of the population in the U.S. said they would make a New Year's resolution? 24, 34, or 44%? Welcome back, Bruce. So what product specifically at Garden of Life would you tell the listener to consider to have a better digestive health for 2015?
The raw probiotics for men or the raw probiotics for women. We also make the Care line, so we make one called Colon Care for people that are not regular. So the raw probiotics would be my number one pick. These are among our very best supplements. They are over 30 strains, shipped cold, no binders or fillers. These are really a practitioner-level type of product.
What's in that Colon Care product?
Well, it uses a bunch of Bifidobacter strains. We've learned that chronic, constipation isn't about a lack of fiber and water and exercise. It's about the ecology. It's about the bacteria in their colon that regulate all those nerve and muscle contractions. So we got to get more Bifidobacter strains in their colon.
So these people have a bunch of bacteria. I won't let you go to the bathroom bacteria?
Yeah, they just don't work with the machine. Our bowel is really like an orchestra. It's a lot of fine tuning. It's like a symphony in there.
Yeah.
If you have the wrong players, the whole symphony goes awry.
Yeah, and sometimes it is an orchestra, and they make the tune. if you follow me there.
Yeah,
I'm trying not to be too graphic here. You are listening to Bruce Topping, educator for Garden of Life. This is a good way to start off 2015, Bruce. I like it.
Yeah.
So this is all good. Let's go to Largo, Florida. Joan's calling back. You had a comment about grains, Joan.
Yes, I was just curious if your guest Bruce was familiar with the works of Dr. William Davis, who wrote Wheat Belly.
Very familiar.
Yes, the points you brought up are much in line with what his work has been, and I work in the CAS lab. He does also. I've actually spoken with him on Facebook because of our connection, but it's very true that grains were introduced rather recently in the history of man, and thus all the problems are arising, and we are more bacteria than we are anything else.
So what is he suggesting, and what are these experts suggesting, that we ban grains? What?
Well, absolutely, Dr. Garko.
Oh, my
as
goodness.
you know, the glycemic load of whole wheat, healthy whole wheat grains is very high. That's one aspect of grains. But grains are the seeds of grasses. Humans are not meant to consume them, let alone the genetic modification of such.
And you agree with that, Bruce?
Well, I think it's, you can find cultures that had a high prevalence of grain consumption that were pretty healthy, but they were not eating hybridized, grafted, processed grains made in these, food factories. I think that there's a huge difference in the details of eating, some kind of minimally processed millet or, einkorn wheat versus modern hybridized.
Well, Bruce, what about the grain in legumes, like beans? What about that?
Well, then it gets a case-by-case. I'm not a big fan of soy, but I think eating things like, peas, for instance, or lentils, which are in the legume family, are really healthy. So it's more of a case-by-case basis.
I see. Let's go to Dover. Does that say Dover? All right. Lori, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Dr. Garko.
Happy New Year. How are things in Dover?
Quiet.
Of course, not Dover, England, Dover, Florida, right?
Right.
So, what percent of the U.S. population, according to the Marist poll, said that they would be likely to make a New Year's resolution? 24%, 34%, or 44%?
I believe you said 44%.
44%. Congratulations. You're the first winner of the LTN Health Question of 2015.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You'll go down in the annals of LTN history. What did you make? Did you make New Year's resolutions this year?
Well, I'm just trying to improve different areas of.
What's your number one? What's your number one area for improvement? You think?
I'm trying to spread your show and spread the word to even more people, seriously, to listen to you.
Thank you. That's why we love you. Congratulations. You're the first winner of the LTN Health Question for 2015. We appreciate your listenership, and we always appreciate listening to your voice. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And thank you, Joan. And Bruce, I know you're in Columbia, Missouri, and it's awfully cold today. You going to go to work, or when do you go back out onto the road to educate the masses?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you're a trooper, man.
Yeah, 35 weeks a year.
You're on the road.
Yeah.
By the way, we have your picture up. We got to find a picture of you where you're smiling, man.
I'll send
I'm looking up at the screen, and you're standing there. It's like you got that look. He's got that look, right? Like
looking serious.
Yeah, you're looking awfully serious.
I'm not a very serious guy.
Oh, yes, you are. You're pretty serious. No, that's why we. I always know you. You mean what you say, and you say what you mean, and we like that.
I love being on your show, Dr. Garko.
We appreciate you, Bruce. I appreciate your passion. Garden of Life. What's the website, Bruce?
It is gardenoflife.com.
Gardenoflife.com. Repeat those products that you talked about.
Yeah, so my favorite is the raw probiotics and then the raw enzymes. Take those together. I have seen that really change people's lives.
All right, so in Bruce's mind, better digestive health for 2015 should be a top resolution for everybody. I agree. Bruce, Happy New Year to you and your family. The best of health and wealth in 2015 to you and your lovely family.
Thank you so much.
All right. Be careful on the road. And thank you for tuning in to the first broadcast of LTN for 2015. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll do it again. In the meanwhile, remember, your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Mike